Hello and welcome to Soul Healing by Hina Gutka and today's session, which is Heart and Soul Transformation session. These are our weekly complementary sessions that really help us to understand the foundations of soul healing, all the different techniques and powerful toolkits that are available within soul healing that will help us to bring calmness, balance, equanimity, wellness within all aspects of our lives. So in the last 3 sessions, we've been working on our physical body, emotional body, mental body. Today we're focusing on relationships, but we also understood and learned a few other techniques and terminologies that are used within soul healing. Why soul healing goes deeper than just matter and energy level, sometimes even the mind level, because a lot of techniques are available out there that use mindfulness, that use techniques like CBT, NLP, etc., which uses the mind over matter techniques. Soul over matter goes deeper, as I've explained in the other 3 sessions, is because the soul is the root cause of all our information. Every aspect of our lives, we obviously have a main soul, our body soul, or our original soul is definitely what we want to become and achieve. Our original soul, especially if you do understand spirituality, that is the purest form of us that doesn't have any negative information. It is the same as Tao and divine source, the creator basically. It is the same. It is basically like a droplet in the ocean of all the souls, that all the original souls, our higher selves, that really become the source or the creator, or they're part of it. And we want to achieve that goal. But what happens is, within, again, if you really have to believe in spirituality as well as reincarnation, to understand why us as a person, as a being, have both negative and positive information. Because our soul over lifetimes has carried on living, and we've sort of, through our thought, speech, actions, we've recorded some positive and negative information within our soul warehouse. And then this manifests within our lives. So it's cause and effect. It manifests within our lives as the same, positive or negative. So soul healing in a nutshell is transform that root cause information from negative to positive, and you will see that all of your life, whatever aspect you're trying to work on, will have that positive information, will have the ripple effect of whatever we've put in. And every aspect of our life, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, it could be finances, it could be relationships, has its individual soul as well. So even within our relationships, let's say with our various people within our lives, even relationships with various aspects, so even a relationship with money could be a relationship. And every one of those has an individual soul. And that soul has negative or positive. And you will understand by actually analyzing your life, and you'll see that you have better relationships with some people, and you don't have that good a relationship with others in your life. Why is that? Why is that the case? That sometimes you have a very good relationship, and as soon as you meet somebody new, you really get sort of, it's law of attraction in that way, that you become friends with them. they don't actually irritate you. As soon as you meet this person, even if they're new to you, because your relationship with that person, be it in this lifetime or last lifetime or previous lifetime, had that positive information within it. So whenever you re-engage with them in this lifetime, you will still be carrying that positive information, and then you'll start remembering, you'll start making that relationship more sort of present within this lifetime, and you won't instantly repel them. But there will be some people in your life that you'll find as soon as you meet them, you're like, no, I don't like their energy. I don't like this person at all. Why? Because you've been carrying negative information about that particular soul from a different lifetime. You could have been in a different forms totally, but you would have entangled and you would have created that negative information in those past lifetimes. And that's why that information still happens to be recorded in your subconscious about that relationship. And it does actually activate as soon as you meet this person or persons, it will activate in that way. So whether it's positive or negative, all of that activates when you first sort of meet them in this present form. But there is some history behind it. There is some, like, even science and spirituality behind it. So every relationship in your life currently as well has a separate soul. So you may find that sometimes you have a good relationship with certain relatives or friends, even work colleagues, whoever you within the community, if you're part of a community, and certain people within the same situations you have negative information with. And what soul healing helps us with is create positive information with all souls, whether it is somebody that your physical body mind is saying, no, I don't want to be with this person. Your aim is to reduce the negative information within all the souls. So your aim in today's session would be to pick somebody who you really don't get along with and you want to transform your life with this person. I'm not saying you necessarily have to have a relationship with this person, but you don't want the negative entanglement. You don't want that negative or disharmony within a relationship, because it's a ripple effect. Whatever you're thinking about them, it's not them that gets affected. It gets recorded into your sort of soul, your big warehouse of information. So it doesn't really affect other people, it affects you. So you want to create positive information. Everything you want to record within your big book or warehouse is positive, positive, positive. So if you are having certain negative aspects within your physical body, emotional body, mental body, we've done it for 3 weeks. Go and keep on doing those sessions. The recordings are available on YouTube. Today we're going to work on relationships. So you can start with one relationship and then go on to the next and the next. And you don't need to have negative information to do this session. Prevention is better than cure. So you want to keep on maintaining that positive harmony, connection, order within relationships. So you can call in one person or you can call in a group of people as we do this practice today. So we want to maintain that harmony within our relationships. And if there's negative, we want to transform it to positive. It doesn't have to be that you have to talk to the person. That doesn't matter. All you're trying to do is, within your life, all aspects of your life, you're trying to bring everything back to balance first and then bring it to positive. So that you can transform any negative information that's causing that manifesting within negative in your life. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, please do talk to me, ask me questions. You can message me, you can email me, and as soon as I receive your query, I can, sort of answer your queries as to whatever aspect that you are getting confused about. So my aim in these sessions is to demystify soul healing and why it works, and why it works deeper than just the energy matter levels. I have seen the changes in all aspects of my life. I did say I was going to share a story, right, about my life. So here goes. So there was a time in my life when I was really, emotions were affecting me. Things like anger, sadness, but it was a cycle. Because as I was always surrounded by negative, and whatever happened, whichever situation, whether it was work, whether it was my relationships, whether it was any aspect, would just cause, my mental body as well to run a tape recorder and run the same stories. And why did so and so do this? And why did they not do this? Sort of, and it would cause anger and it would cause sadness sometimes. And there was a time in my life, I think it was before I discovered soul healing, many aspects, many people would irritate me to a certain level. They were much older than me in relationship, as well as age. And as a teenager, even as an adult, I used to be very patient. I used to just sort of take it in from one ear and let it go from the other. And that's what you need to do sometimes. I'm not saying be ignorant, but you don't need to make it into your issue, because it affects you when you make it into your issue. But there was a time in my life when all of these things were going on, anger, this, that, and the other. And I was at a stage where, like, I'm not going to take any sort of, what do we say? Negative word, but I'm going to say it. I'm not going to take any nonsense from anyone in my life, and I just reply back to them. I didn't actually see what the relationship was, but sometimes it's not just up to you. It's all of these things within your negative field that are making you do those things, right? When you're in the positive vibration, you'll be replying with love. You'll be replying with compassion. But when you're in the negative vibration, you'll be responding with negative. And that's the vibration I was basically vibrating and being in at that time. So I remember more than once, my sister-in-law, much older than me, my brother's wife, basically. And I remember shouting at her because I was like, I can't take this anymore. I know she tries to be very sort of, she's the eldest and she thinks, whatever she says goes. And many a time she was actually unfair to the other sister-in-law. And my dad, actually, my dad as well. And I was like, this is not done. So I really got annoyed at her. And that wasn't me. Naturally, that wasn't me. I wouldn't actually do that to somebody. But because I was vibrating in that negative field and all of those, the emotions and the mental body, everything was just vibrating in the negative field, then your response as well is negative. So what soul healing helps you, and all of these practices that we do, especially the monthly membership if you're joining, helps you vibrate in the positive field. And your responses become positive. You start with self-love. You start helping yourself first, and then you will see the ripple effect even within your relationships, how you react to them as well. So last time I shared, was it last time or time before I shared about how my boss even said at a performance review though, you're very brusque, Kina. And I had to look up the term brusque. What does that actually mean? I know I'm blunt, because I do get to the point. Even now, I'll get to the point. I won't ponder too much. And some people do. My assistant says, yeah, I love though that you get to the point. You don't actually beat around the bush, as they say. But there's a way of saying it as well. If you are vibrating negative, you will sound very rude and abrupt. And if you're vibrating in the positive, you may not sound abrupt. You may actually explain it in a better way, but tell them that this is the case, in case there's something wrong happening at that time. So that's the difference. There's a difference between sort of responding in a negative way But responding to something that is negative is happening incorrectly in a positive way. So I hope you get all of those explanations. But yes, my life has transformed to that level where, you know, many a times still when you are, because you are living in society, it's not that you're always going to be vibrating in the positive information. Sometimes negative will come to you. And many a times, even if I get angry, within a few seconds, I'll be like, shh, calm down, Hina. Come back to your positive vibrations. And then within a few seconds or minutes, I'm done with it. I'm done with the anger or irritation or whatever it is, and I get back to normal. But that is the vibration you want to continuously apply to your life as well as every other aspect of your life, including relationships. Because you do want to live in society, you want to interact with people, you don't want to be isolated in life or in any other, areas of your life. So many of us, yesterday I had a conversation with a lady, and she's also Piscean like me, and she said, yeah, I do like my alone time. I said, yes, me too. I love my alone time. As a Piscean, there is part of us that just want to be left alone for a bit, and do our own stuff. So I usually normally start doing my artwork and the therapy stuff, meditative stuff, and that is my alone time. And it still brings positive information. It's more about bringing positive information. And at the same time, I also like socializing. So I do go and interact with people. Go to work, obviously, but also go to some social events. But even within the events, you might sometimes find that a few people are vibrating at a negative vibration. Their frequency is negative. And some people really get affected by that immediately. And they want to respond immediately as well. But well, like before, I never used to respond. I'm back to that self that I don't respond in a negative way, but I also sort of, whenever I can, send them a little bit of love from my heart. And that helps clear the vibration sometimes. Whatever negative vibration people. So neither do you want to be like, okay, I'm not going to get involved if there's a fight going on there. But there are ways that you, even without getting involved, you can send them love. You can send them forgiveness. You can send them compassion. Right? The vibration matters. And it will actually travel through osmosis, as I say. There's another example I want to give before we start a practice, and I'll come to another practice that we're going to do. There was, since I've started this journey, I go into like instant forgiveness or even gratitude. And there was a time after an event, some volunteers, we go to the pub just to have a drink. And I had a bad day, but all I could think about at that time was I'm grateful for this day. Whatever happened, I'm grateful for whatever happened. It started with a challenge, but I'm grateful that I went through that. And there was another lady next to me. She was sitting right next to me, and she was in the complaint moment of this went wrong and this went wrong and everything went wrong that day for her. And I was just like, I'm so grateful for my life. And then when we were leaving the pub, she goes to me, Hina, can I have a hug from you? Because I haven't seen you in a long time and I'm so grateful to see you. And I'm like, wow, that, from the whole time she was complaining, and at the end she said, I'm so grateful, can I have a hug from you? So I realized that even thinking about gratitude in your heart, sitting next to her, it did actually transform her vibration a little bit. So it does work in that way. So even if you sort of see somebody fighting, you don't have to physically get involved, because sometimes that does create more negative information for yourself and the other people, because you don't know the situation. You may not know what's going on, but you can send them positive vibrations. All right, so today We're going to be doing something called a forgiveness practice. And many of us in the spiritual journey, they've heard about forgiveness because a lot of modalities now do use forgiveness in their practices. And I know even as like Reiki masters or pranic healers, soul healers, definitely. From day one, we were introduced to forgiveness practice because that helps clear negative information that we may have caused, our ancestors and descendants may have caused to other people. And then we also forgive others because we want to let go of that entanglement. We forgive ourselves. And in relationships, forgiveness practice is like one of the most important. Excuse me. So we are going to be doing a forgiveness practice. We're going to be calling in whichever group of people you want a positive relationship with into this practice. So we're going to apply the 5 power techniques today in association with a forgiveness practice as well. So again, any questions, please let me know and let us begin with the practice now. So sitting up straight, allowing your spine to be in alignment. We're also going to do a grounding to see whatever's going on, our vibrations at this moment. And after doing a practice, we'll also check again. They always do change a little bit to a positive sort of, because we are doing a positive practice. So let us do that. Sitting up straight, allow your spine to be in alignment. And then place one hand on the heart chakra, one on the lower abdomen. Gently closing your eyes, and then let us use the power of breath to ground ourselves, to bring ourselves to the present moment. Breathe in as far as you can. Hold for a few seconds and breathe out. Breathe in. Hold and breathe out. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out. And let us do a scan at a physical level first. Check for any aches, any pains, any discomfort within your organ systems, body parts as well. And as we do this practice, we also transform so many emotional aspects. There could be anger, anxiety, fear, worry related to many relationships. And this affects our organs, our systems, our body parts as well. Then bring your attention to your heart, your emotional body, and just see if you've got any negative information, any emotions, especially related to the group of people you want to improve your relationship with. Or you want to strengthen, actually. If there's nothing wrong with any of your relationships, it's about strengthening them, preventing any problems from happening in the future. Finally, bring your attention to your mental body, your brain. Just see how you're feeling. Is there any like noise? Noise could be negative because it's not really serving you. It could be related to your emotions or to those relationships as well. And now we're going to begin with connection. So soul to soul, heart to heart connection, which is called soul power. And we're connecting to our own souls and also to the relationships that we're about to increase our positive information, as strengthen the soul of those relationships. So let's do that. Dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of my soul, heart, mind, and body. So myself, basically, first of all. And dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of my relationship with, and now name whether it's one person or a group. You can call in like many people within your life, especially now during the Christmas season, when you have family gatherings, etc., and you want peaceful relationship with your family. And most of the time when there's gatherings, I've from previous experience, not recently, but ages ago, I remember when, especially when there's like a death in the family, and then there used to be arguments over who did what, and ages ago people still bring it up and there's arguments about it. And it always happens during either a death, when there's like meetings, gatherings, or a good occasion and one person needs to bring out their negative aspect. So you can call in your whole family to this particular practice. That would be really good to actually bring that peace, that calmness, that balance, equanimity within relationships, your family relationships. So let us do that as well, and you call in another group of people as well. So let us say, dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of our family, all of our family, extended, our in-laws, all of our family. I love you. Please join us. And dear the soul, heart, mind, and body of our relationships with, now focus on another group of people. I love you. I invite you, please join us for this practice so that we can create positive information within our relationships. We can create order, connection, harmony. We're so grateful to this practice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to be, we'll do a forgiveness practice, but we'll also use a very unique mantra or song, love, peace, harmony. It brings love, peace, harmony to people's hearts and minds. So we'll use that song as well. But you can use any mantra whenever you're doing your practice. You can use simple mantras. You can use whatever mantras you know that has a positive vibration, or songs as well. So let us also connect to the outer souls, as I've shared in the last few sessions. Whenever you're doing self-healing, it's very limited to what you can give it as a person. But when you invite other souls with higher vibration, you actually then receive their frequency as you're doing the practice. Even if it's 1% of their frequency, because it's much higher, your practice gets amplified. So let's do that. Let's call in the other souls. We start with the divine realm. If you do connect to the spiritual beings, please connect to this aspect. Or you can connect to the next one, where we connect to Mother Earth and the universe. So let's start. Let's begin. Dear Tao, dear Source, dear Divine, dear all of our spiritual fathers and mothers. And you can call in now any beings, any spiritual beings, any saints you want to. Just say their names now. Dear all of our heavens teams, our angels, our guides, dear heaven. Dear Mother Earth, countless planets, stars, galaxies, and universes, we love you. And we invite you, please will you join us, help us to strengthen this practice, to make our relationship stronger with our family as well as our other group of people. We're so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And dear, the forgiveness practice and the mantras that we're about to apply, we love you. We're so grateful also to receive your positive frequency. Thank you. And just take a moment to feel the vibration within your heart, within your heart chakra, throughout your body, whatever you're feeling. And as we create positive information within our relationships, as I say, there's a ripple effect to our emotional body and then also to our organ systems, to our physical heart, to our heart chakra, to our mind. All aspects of our lives receive that positive frequency. Now we'll begin with a forgiveness practice. So forgiveness is also a heart-centered practice. It's not a mind practice. So you can't just be like, oh yeah, I forgive you. You forgive me. That's it. Why should some people get into the why should I ask for forgiveness? I haven't done anything wrong. That's the other thing we need to transform. Forgiveness has to be done like without any conditions. It's unconditional. Not if he forgives me, then I'll forgive him. Just do the forgiveness with an open heart and you will see the transformation. The message will pass on to whoever you're trying to connect to. We've seen people who haven't talked for years. Literally, they haven't talked for years, and then they start doing this heart-centered forgiveness, connecting to the soul and the heart of the other person as well. And then within even if it's not a day or two, we've seen as fast results as the next day, basically. Whenever we've done practices, not just my practices, but with the center as well. And the very next day, one lady was like, my brother called me and we haven't talked for years. So you've got to really give this a try with an open heart, without expectation that the person is going to call you the next day. You've got to keep on doing the practice and you will see that transformation happening. So without expectation, because our expectation causes our own disappointment, because we have a timeline. We want a result now or tomorrow or the week after. Let go of that. Let go of the result. Just do the practice unconditionally with an open heart and the results will come in. And be in gratitude as well. So we're going to, so try this heart-centered forgiveness practice without an expectation. So let's do that. Closing your eyes again. And we're going to start, it's a threefold practice. We're going to start by asking for forgiveness, then forgiving ourselves. But it doesn't have to be in that format. It could be any format. But if you're doing this guided practice, obviously, yes, do follow the guided practice. But when you're doing it on your own, you can do any format. You can ask, you can forgive first. You could forgive yourself first. It doesn't really matter as long as you're doing all three of it within the practice, because it is important that you ask for forgiveness, you forgive, and you also forgive yourself. So let us begin. So just take a deep breath in and focus on your heart chakra, which is where your hand is right now, by your sternum. And we begin by asking for forgiveness, dear all the souls, especially the group of people that have joined us today. We love you and we ask you for your unconditional forgiveness if I, my ancestors, my descendants, have caused you any hurt or harm in any of our lifetimes. through our thoughts, speech, actions, either unknowingly or knowingly, we ask you for unconditional forgiveness. And especially if we have caused you any negative information within yourself or other relationships as well, whether they were personal, professional, we ask you for unconditional forgiveness for causing that negative information. We are sorry. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. And take a moment if you have any specific requests or anything you remember from your heart that you really need to ask for forgiveness. Just take a few moments. And if you need to pause and do it even longer, please pause it here. Pause this recording and then do it longer. Make it your forgiveness. Personalize it to yourself. So let us do that. And just coming to an end to this part, and then we'll move on to the next. The next part is forgiving. And all these areas of life as well, within the forgiveness, they happen in layers. It's not going to be like, oh, one forgiveness and you're done. No, it's like peeling off an onion. And when you peel off an onion, there's another layer of information. Right? That's why I say don't expect it to be like one session and, all the negative information is gone. You will have to, and make it into a lifestyle change. Even after your relationship improves, doesn't mean you can't do forgiveness with the person. You can still carry on doing forgiveness and improving and making sure that those mistakes don't recur or reoccur. Whichever word you want to apply. Okay, let us forgive now. And again, just go deeper into your heart. Dear all souls that may have hurt us, especially those who are present here, my ancestors, my descendants, and me, in any of our lifetimes through your thought, speech, and actions, whether it was knowingly or unknowingly done. We forgive you for all those mistakes. We let it all go. Please forgive us for hanging on to it, for not forgiving you all these years or lifetimes. We are truly sorry. Let us create love, peace, and harmony within our relationship, now and forever. And again, if you know specifics, I'll just give you a few moments. If you know specifically where somebody has hurt you, harmed you, forgive them. And finally, we're going to do the third part where we forgive ourselves. So I forgive myself for all those mistakes, thoughts, speech, actions that would have caused me or others harm. I forgive myself. I'm so grateful to do this forgiveness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going to do a mantra, which is very simple, but you can use any mantra that you know. This one is I forgive you, you forgive me, bring love, peace and harmony. So let us do that a few times before we do the song, the love, peace, harmony song. So let us do that. Just breathe in and again just focus on your heart chakra. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. And breathing in, just bring in the positive frequency into your heart chakra. As you breathe out, let it all go. Letting go of things that don't serve you. Not just your relationships, entirely. Many aspects of your life get affected. Let us do those mantras again. One more time. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you. You forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. And just breathe in. Breathe in the positive information. And breathe out the negative. And if you need to continue with this mantra, just pause it and continue as long as you want to. It could start with like 15 minutes. You can go deeper into like a half an hour practice. And just follow nature's way. If you feel like smiling or crying, just let the tears flow. Let the laughter come through. That is the energy, the frequency that forgiveness or that group of people is bringing in right now. So please do not suppress any of your feelings when you're doing forgiveness. Many a times I've felt so light and laughter came out, and many a times I felt light after crying it out. So it depends whom you're asking for forgiveness as well. And now let us sing the song, Love, Peace, Harmony. The song is a very unique song. This is founded and it came through divine channels to Dr. and Master Jigong Sha. And since then he's established and founded a charity that does various humanitarian activities in the world, and I give 10% of my income to various charities. So one of the charities is Love, Peace, Harmony, and let us sing this song. If you can go onto their website, have a look. It's lovepeaceharmony.org. And yeah, you can have a look what humanitarian activities they do. But yes, as I said, I do give 10% of my income, whatever I make, not my profit, but the revenue actually. And, you know, whenever you join my programs, my workshops, or receive healing or one-to-one sessions with me, every one of those incomes, 10% goes towards charity. So please do support the charities, even if it's directly or through me. So let us sing. The song is I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Bring hearts and souls together. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. So we can close our eyes as we're singing, or we can keep it open. It's all okay. We're still in that forgiveness practice, so you can actually still focus. Close your eyes and focus on your heart chakra, heart center. And we'll sing. I'll just sing it. If you know it, please join me. If you don't, that's fine. You can actually, it's available in so many languages as well. So we'll just do the English today, but it is available in a lot of languages in the website, in the resources area. I think there's a printout with all the languages as well. So let's begin. Just breathe in again. And out. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. One more time. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. And just breathe in that beautiful frequency of love, peace, and harmony into your heart. And as you're breathing out, letting go of anything that's not serving you. And first, I just want us to focus on our heart chakra. Focus on how you're feeling about both groups of people, your family as well as the group you invited. And if you still feel that, there's still some negative information coming up, you do need to do this again and again and again. This practice is important. So please do apply this practice as many times as you want to. Now, let us do that scan, head to toe, down your physical body. Then bring your attention to your emotional body, your heart. Again, just focus on what has changed. It might be 1% of a change or even 0.5%. It's all okay. It is a practice, and as you do this, you see everything shifting. And all the other practices, obviously, the more you do the practices, you'll see the shift. Now bring your attention to your mental body, your brain, your mind. Again, just see how you're feeling. Is it more calmer, more balanced? And that is the main purpose. Bring balance, calmness, equanimity, wellness within all aspects of your life. And you will see that, oh, wow, that just increases so much frequency and vibration within our lives. Let us bring our hands to prayer position by our heart chakra, and we close the practice by saying thank you. Thank you to our own soul, heart, mind, and body, and all those people, our relationships, our family, and the other group that we invited. We love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all the outer souls, and the souls and the forgiveness practice as well. And the song, the mantra, we're so grateful. We love you, and we ask you to respectfully return. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gently just rubbing your hands. Create a nice warmth. Place your hands on your eyes and just blinking your eyes open. Massaging your forehead, around your eyes, on your cheeks, on your jaw, on your chin, on your neck, down your shoulders. Just stretching sideways the hands, and carry on drinking some warm water that helps dissipate whenever there's energy blockages. All these practices help them clear out, even within your emotional body and relationships. And you will see different aspects within your life, even your physical body, when the energy clears out. Sometimes it releases excess energy, then you feel the pain, but as soon as we like stop, the pain goes, or in a few hours. So keep on doing that. Keep on doing the grounding, the focus, the scanning your body, scanning for everything. Because it's important to realize, some people are like, oh, I don't feel anything, because they're not paying attention. They're not being present. So I want you to try and be present when we do the grounding. Try and keep your focus here. Your breath, the slow breath actually keeps your focus in the practice. And this practice is the most amazing. This one and any other forgiveness. We do like forgiveness in every one of our longer workshops. In the monthly membership, we do a forgiveness in one of the sessions, but on Saturday we do forgiveness every time for every foundation practice as well. So your monthly membership is something that will bring ongoing practice, ongoing wellness and frequency vibration into your life. Join if you can. It's £60, but it gives you not only the empowerments and the techniques, but also £1,200 worth of healing, because you get 3 levels of healing every time for every aspect that we're working on. And some of them work on a lot of aspects, not just one. Like the balance of 5 elements works on 5 yin organs, but there's so many other aspects in the background that's, being healed and transformed. The chakras, the Waijiao, the Qi channel, when we work on that also works on various aspects. So try and join that if you can. The other ones that are important, in February, we're going to focus. We're going to be working. The long workshop is Happy, Healthy Relationships. That will happen towards the end of the month. And January, towards the end of the month, we have the Financial Flourishing Workshop. Again, with a beautiful, powerful forgiveness practice, but also something called soul marketing. And, connecting to the soul of money. And it's not just about getting rich. It's about actually transforming a lot of negative information that we hold within our subconscious, our limiting beliefs. I had so many. I thought rich people were very proud and, I didn't want to become rich. I don't want to still, but I've changed my information, my way of thinking about money. And that shifts the way you also invite money into your, soul, heart, mind, body as well. And before you know it, it opens channels and doors. and you see income coming in because you're allowing it to come in. You're not saying money is bad. Money is just gonna evil. And those are the limiting beliefs people have grown up with. Money is not bad, it's energy, it's virtue. You earn it in a nice way, you spend it in a nice way to help others. And you will see that it will keep on transforming. It will keep on like circulating, like energy does. So January 31st is the Financial Flourishing Workshop. But we have two parts to it this time. In the morning, we do the spiritual practice. In the afternoon, we do budgeting and planning. It's a very simple budget that I've prepared. I use it in my personal life, but in my professional life, I'm a financial controller. So I've got 20 years of experience. We use very complicated budgets at work, but within my personal one, I've like literally, yes, I have a few tabs, but I'm just going to share the main tab with you 1 year, and then you can make it into 3 year forecast or whatever you want to. But we're going to go through that. But we're going to go through other tips and techniques as well. And it'll be an interactive session. So please join both if you can. Join the Happy Healthy Relationships in February and join the monthly membership. That is your ongoing practice. That is going to help you with all areas of life. It's not limited to one aspect. So I love you all and stay blessed. Keep on doing your practices. Keep on doing these practices as well. Join live if you can and share it with other people, especially who are new, who do need the transformation. If you feel that somebody has been sort of vibrating in the negative information, you can only share it with them. The rest is up to them. Taking action part is up to them. They need to take the ownership and responsibility to be here, to show up. So I love you all. Stay blessed. And next week, is the last session for this particular heart and soul transformation session. We will focus on, I think, gratitude next month. It's the last session of the year. What are we grateful for? And going forward, again, gratitude is one of the aspects that we need to increase. As you heard me say earlier, I was being grateful, and then by the end of the night, the person who was complaining was like grateful as well. So that is a frequency that does transform lives, transforms you, transforms everyone around you. So please join next week, and we have a few more monthly membership sessions left for this month, and another journaling live, which is 28th morning. We're going to have the last journaling live for this year, and then we're going to continue next year. So yes, have a healthy, happy rest of the 2025 if I don't see you. But please join all the other sessions. Please invite other people to join so that they can transform their lives together with yours. Thank you. Love you. Bye.